Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday's Convo with Connie and Val. I'm Connie.
I'm Val.
And this is a place where the Lord wants you to rest and be in peace. And He wants you to do that also because He wants you to know the truth. Okay? And so I'm so excited about another topic we have for you all. Val and I, like those of you who have begun to follow us, and we do thank you for following us. And if you don't mind, please don't forget to share the videos so there'll be others who can chime in on our conversations. But today's topic, we're talking about saying no to the old people, saying no to the elderly, saying no to those who are older than you and they have a sense of entitlement. Well, we want to say no respectfully because we don't want anyone to feel as though they're unloved or unwanted or unappreciated. But sometimes it happens. Some people think because of their positions, their titles, that they're not to be told no. But we want to do it in love if and when we have to tell the elderly no. And of course, we got scripture, right?
Oh, of course.
All right. Well, I want to share with you guys what I found in the scriptures because the reason we do this is because that's how we want to align our lives. We want to be pleasing to God. And we know we're not able to please all men, everybody, everywhere. We get that. But we want to be guilty of walking in love. And so in the book of Ephesians, I have Ephesians 3. No, this is not Ephesians 3. This is Ephesians 4, the fourth chapter. And it says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing one another in love. And I'm reading from the New International Version. It says, make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. And I so love that because when an elderly person asks someone to do something, and they give it, especially with the entitlement tone of voice. If we can't or if we shouldn't, let's do it out of love. Let's be respectful when we say no. And I want to go on down. There's another part of that in Ephesians 4 and 15. It says, instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become, in every respect, the mature body of Him who is the head, and that is Christ. So my whole point I was making, Val, sometimes we'll say yes, and then we'll mumble and complain. We'll be disgruntled. We'll live in regret that we did it, instead of just saying no respectfully. But I'm not going to take up all the time. Val, what you have?
I just want to look at this from a different scripture today. So we do have, we're operating out of the Message translation today. And it says, and mark that you do this. Well, it starts off, I don't want anyone strolling off down some path that goes nowhere. And mark that you do this with humility and discipline, not in fits and starts, but steadily pouring yourselves out for each other in acts of love, alert at noticing differences and quick at mending fences.
I love
and
that.
Of course, yes, we always want to honor our elders. The word tells us that to honor those, that are elderly, but the word never told us to be trampled on by anyone. It doesn't matter what your age is. So we do have some elderly that play the guilt trips and the sad games and try to get you to operate as they want you to operate. But we can't do that, especially if it's something that we know that we just can't do. Or in some cases that we don't want to do, because we shouldn't be made to do anything that we don't want to do. So I'm totally in agreement with that. Totally.
Yes, and when we want to hear from you all because I witnessed this firsthand, and somebody, well, do it because they said so. Well, sometimes some of them are out of line, but we want to keep the peace and we want to walk in love, and sometimes we have to say no respectfully. Case in point, somebody knew that this person was off of work. And so they automatically just wanted to absorb this person's time. Well, if you've taken off of work, maybe it's for you to go to the doctor or for you to run your errands. But this individual just, oh yeah, you do this, and this. And they were told no, and their feelings were hurt. But the other person was like, okay, I guess I should do it because, but then they mumble and complain and whine. And I mean, why do that? Just say no respectfully. Let your no be no and your yes be yes. And that's Bible too, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am.
But anyway, that's our topic. Saying no to the elderly respectfully.
Respectfully, because there's all types of situations, and sometimes you just have to say no, and it doesn't age is not a factor in whether you should say yes or no to someone. But I know, as Connie does, many elderly that put that sadness on you. You know, I'm old, I ain't got nobody, this and that, and they play their sad song, but you can't succumb to people's guilt trips.
Right,
You
right.
just have to do what's right and best for you and what's right and best for them too. To allow
Respectfully.
them to know that, you know, just because they are who they are, that doesn't mean they always get their way, because nobody does.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that.
Yes.
But if you don't mind, we would like to hear from you. Go ahead and leave us a comment. Tell us your thoughts on this, your take, your perspective. And above all, if you don't mind, please share it. And see you next time.
Subscribe.
Oh, and subscribe if you haven't
Yes.
already subscribed. Thank you so very much for those who have. But yes, like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
And until next time,
Shalom.
shalom.